Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all of you at this meeting hall, as well as the audience online from all over the world via YouTube. GC would like to welcome all of you to GC Sustainable Living Symposium 2023. We are Gen S. We are Gen S. No matter how old you are, everyone can create this world to be a better place to live, because sustainability is the only solution for the world. In the morning at this stage, for those who attended the morning session, you can know what's going on in the world, as well as the movement by all businesses who help create the world for sustainability. And in this afternoon, this session is end-to-end waste management stage. We will talk about how to create the value of used plastics to the opportunity for business from the hands-on practice by the cooperation of all sectors with the same objective of reducing plastics in Thailand from the beginning to the end. Because all of us, Gen S or Generation Sustainability, would like all of us to have inspiration for living in a sustainable way. Because sustainability, the key is everyone, no matter how old you are, no matter which occasion you have. We would say that Thailand is ready for sustainability, and we would like all of you to see that cooperation from all sectors would be presented on the stage in 3 sections. The first section is plastic waste cooperation with sustainability for future, and the second one is waste to value for all, solutions for all, and then the announcement of Green University Awards for the top green universities in Thailand. In the first session, plastic waste collaboration building a sustainable future. You can see the picture of how to manage used plastic from the beginning, from upstream to downstream, from the 4 panelists from 4 organizations who can build up on cooperation together. At this point, please give a big applause to Kun Narit Namwong, the Chief Operating Officer from GC. Please come to the stage. And then Kun Darita Bunviset, the Business Executive Officer, Water Business Unit, Nestle Thai Company Limited. And next, Dr. Darika Lathapipat, President of Thurakit Bandit University. And the last panelist, Assistant Professor Dr. Seksan Udomsi, Managing Director of Wongpanit Krabi Company Limited. Please give a loud applause to all the 4 panelists. Please take a seat. Today, we would talk about plastic waste collaboration. First of all, we would start with the first question to all the organizations about sustainability. Let's start with GC about the business operations that lead to sustainability and the use of used plastics. From what concept GC comes up with? Hello? Actually, GE started the concept of ESG. We adopted ESG for over 10 years. ESG, as you know, it comes from environment, social, and governance. When we worked on ESG 10 years ago, all over the world, people from all over the world worked on ESG. So we collaborated with Dow Jones Sustainability and come up with a report of ESG. And when we have been working on ESG, we aimed at being among the top 10. And we have reached the top 10 among in the world. And in the past 4 years, we were a number one in the chemical business for 4 years consecutively. Please give a big applause to GC. Thank you. So when we work on ESG, we try to develop sustainability framework in terms of social, economic, and environment. We place importance especially on circular economy. When we talk about circular economy, and there's a problem of global warming, and we would try to work on decarbonization. So we try to achieve net zero by 2030. And it is relevant to what we have worked on ESG over 10 years ago. They are all about the same thing. So today we would like to focus on circular economy, which is the central element that we place importance on. And another thing that we try to work on about decarbonization. When we talk about decarbonization, we talk about efficiency driven. When in our plant, when we produce anything, we try to reduce carbon as much as we can. And we try to do business or expand our business to low carbon in terms of reducing carbon emissions. And we place importance on compensation by forestation or working on finding something to replace carbon. So what we do is the key in our business. Another thing is innovation or designing products. We have Annex, which is our subsidiary working on coding. In terms of designing products, we try to reduce VOC. So our products, some of our products emit VOC. So we try to design products using innovation. For example, in designing plastics to make the tube as thin as possible with a higher efficiency. The designing method is to use plastics as least as possible. And for the plastic bottles, including plastic cap, we try to have the plastic sticky so that the cap would not be thrown away as garbage. We try to reduce waste. Or when we design goodies, usually the packaging of goodies are very hard to be recycled because of many layers of materials. So when we work on recycling, it's quite difficult. Therefore, we design the products in the way that would be easy for recycling. In addition, in terms of biodegradable, biocomposable, we try to design our products to be biodegradable. Also, we try to recycle as many things as we can. Bottles can be recycled as bottles. When we want to have more up value, which is called upcycling, like today, I put on my T-shirt, which comes from upcycling, and including the suit that I'm wearing today. So it means that we focus on the management of the organization to sustainability, which is called ESG, which can be passed on to other businesses and consumers. And next, Wong Panik Krabi. In terms of the waste management, where does this concept come from? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, today, we'd like to thank GC for sharing experience. I'm the Seksan Udomsi, the founder and CEO of Wong Panik Krabi. We are the waste collector. This concept started 10 years ago when we worked on recycling business. We collected waste in 2018 with the idea of innovation. Our teamwork, we collected over 8,000 tons per year. Our aim is to be a startup company working on innovation, which is the accumulation of new generation. I myself, my brothers, my colleagues from overseas, they used to be teachers overseas. They would like to share their experiences to Thailand so that the garbage collector would not be treated as only the garbage collector. They can stand up on the stage to say that they work on innovation. Today, we collect garbage in over 20 islands, starting from Andaman, Ranong, Phanga, Krabi, and finally the Gulf of Thailand with the collaboration with WWF in Thailand and Norway. We try to create collaboration with communities, municipalities, and villages in collecting garbages with the aim of over 1,000 tons. We try to educate people. We try to have the waste from the collection to be certified so that the downstream would understand what upstream worked on. We try to have villagers on the island. The families, we support over 200 families that we take care of in over 20 islands around the Gulf. And we would like to present the video so that you can see the overall picture of the company.
With not only preventing the plastic leaking to the ocean, we support more than 20,000 underprivileged families. We try to empower, incentivize the local collector. Now we've been working and collecting ocean-bound plastic for already 3 years. We have more than 10 managers working throughout the Andaman coastline and outside. We have more than 120 employees who are specialized in collecting, sorting, baling, trading, and making some products. My name is Dr. Seksanudomsi. I'm a founder of Wongpanit Krabi. So we are a well-established recycling company, been working for more than 10 years. And recently we've been working and collecting ocean-bound plastic. So we are working together with community, ground level people, to bring plastic to us from the island to the mainland.
การเก็บขยะเนี่ยเรื่องเงินเป็นปัจจัยสำคัญเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยถ้าเขามีเงินไปช่วยเพิ่มมูลค่าให้กับผลิตภัณฑ์พลาสติกที่เขาเก็บมาจากทะเลเนี่ยเขาก็มีแรงที่จะนำมาส่งเราเพิ่มมากขึ้นชาวบ้านพอลงทะเบียนกับเราเนี่ยพอมาขายปุ๊บเนี่ยเราจะให้ราคาพิเศษมากกว่าราคาท้องตลาดทีนี้อย่างบางอย่างที่อื่นไม่รับซื้อเราก็จะรับซื้อให้ในโครงการนี้
We use the empower blockchain system for traceability. With the system we establish, we will support traceability and transparency of our collected plastic. As the result, we can get and sell more higher price of our ocean-bound plastic collected.
พวกผมไปทำงานกับวงพาณิชย์แล้วก็ได้ไปลงทะเบียนไว้กับแกไงแล้วก็ทำงานส่งบางครั้งก็อาทิตย์หนึ่งส่งไปครั้งนึงก็6-7 พันได้ทุกครั้ง
6,000 to
ความเปลี่ยนแปลงเนี่ย
7,000
ที่เห็นได้เด่นชัดเลยนะครับ
garbages
อย่างเช่นเมื่อก่อนบางเกาะเนี่ยผมลงไปปั๊บเนี่ยแต่ละบ้านเนี่ยเขาจะมีการเก็บขยะกองไว้ข้างบ้านแล้วเขาต้องเผาทิ้งทุกวันเลย
people
ณปัจจุบัน
would
เนี่ย
have
กอง
the
ขยะข้าง
garbage
บ้านของชาวบ้านเนี่ย
by
เริ่
the
มหาย
side
ไป
of
แล้ว
their
เริ่มไม่มี
families
แล้ว
and
ชาวบ้า
nowadays
น
the piles
เริ่ม
of
มีการ
garbage
เก็บขยะคัด
are
แยก
quite
และส่ง
empty
มาที่วง
because
พาณิชย์กระบี่
they
ใน
bring in
ไซ
the
เคิลในวง
garbage
จร
around their
ของกระบวน
house
การรีไซเคิล
to
นะครับ
this company
วงพาณิชย์
in
เนี่ย
the
เป็นทั้ง
recycling
ผู้เก็บ
ecosystem
เป็นผู้รวบรวม
Wong Phanit Krabi
เป็นผู้
is
คั
the
ดแยก
collector
พอเรา
aggregator
ทำเป็นผลิตภัณฑ์ขึ้นมา
of the
เรามี
waste.
การสร้างมูล
By
ค่า
turning waste into
เรา
a product,
หารายได้
we create
เพิ่ม
value
จา
to
ก
the product.
ส่วนที่เราซื้
And
อ
we
มา
have
ขายไป
found
ปก
an
ติ
additional source
เพื่อ
of
ให้ชุมชน
income
ชาวบ้าน
that
แม้กระทั่ง
allow
ตัว
us
พนัก
to
งานของเราเอง
increase
เนี่
the
ย
income
มี
of
รายได้ที่
local
ดีขึ้น
communities and our
We have a
employees.
support from the incubation network with 100-ton program to increase our volume and get more the collector throughout the rest of the touristic region that we are working. With efficient technology, coaching, training, by having our certified OBP, what we get it from? We are selling all our product, raw material, and byproduct with certified traceability and transparency to the brand. And what we are getting from? We are getting more money in terms of selling this premium price of the plastic and get the money and paying back to the society in many forms.
Please give a torch to Wong Panit representative. This is the really the what we have working with the Gen A's. Then let's come back to Nestle on the duty, in particular in the global level that they have been announced, in particular with the plastic waste. What is the objective of the activity? Nestle is recognized the important, in particular that good for use, good for food, good for the planet, and in particular the whole product is not just only benefit for the consumer, but we also that recognize that the recycle is really important. And Nestle target that in particular with the net zero by 2050, and with the net zero by 2050 is mean we have the four roadmaps, in particular that is the sustainable packaging. In particular, that the second one that is the water conservation, particularly with the sustainable one, and the third one that is in particular with the resources and carbon reduction. And in particular, that for today, I would like to focus on the design of the packagings. In particular, that our product. Nowadays, we need to make sure that have to reach our commitment that going to reach by 2050, and Nestle that is we reach about 97% that, and secondly that is the commitment of the reduction of the plastic by 2025. This is very clear objectives, very clear target of, in particular with the Nestle product that is nowadays that most of our consumers are using. And can we come back to Durokit Bandit? That is the director of the Durokit Bandit universities, in particular that what is the target of the university. Ladies and gentlemen, in Durokit Bandits, we are not in particular from the industrial line, and in the planning of the sustainability that we have been a long time vision working in that area in university. We have to adjust a lot, in particular in the 4 or 5 years that we. Our university is the private university, and we recognize that in particular with the green society and university, and we taking care of the environmental issue. And recently, and you would observe that the sustainability and transformation of the sustainable economic growth, and our research and our study in university and the mindsets of the student of our personnel, so that we need a very good collaboration that working together among the 6-7 years ago that we have the joy with the World University program, in particular with the green metric, and we have been affiliated to this program for a long period of time. Then of course it would be involved with the various factors. Of course, looking at the climate change, of the waste, of the water, transportation, university. How are we using? Are we using the electrical vehicle, and how we are promote and campaigning and carbon-free activities? These are all activities that we try to enhance activities in the university, in particular with the students, so that they understand more with the sustainability activities. These are all the metric activities since we are working in 2015, 2018. Since we are the private university, then we have continuous program with the UI Green Metric program that is really important for us, that we need to involve with the neighborhood societies. That is really important for the communities that have to need to have a very good understanding. In particular, nowadays with the sustainable goal, we need also involve in that area with the SDG in particular. And these are all involved with the ranking of the UI, and this is on of university. They have to taking care of all of the issue, and with the on of the other, in particular with the carbon reduction issue. These are on of the main issue that we. Of course, we have the 5 major strategy that are working on that. I don't want to read all of that, but I would say that we are on working very hard in all of the dimensions at the university level. Then we have the PU called sustainability. Then on of the student, it doesn't matter that you are study in any faculties, but these are all of the main themes of our course. And lastly, in particular with the research on the sustainability, in particular with on the decarbonization, the digitalization for sustainability, and sustainable hospitalities and aviation. These are all of the research that we are working and involved. Of course, university is very, very important, in particular with very close working with the Gen S student and Gen S citizens. And the next one, and of course, we can take a look more of the implementation on that. Then we can really start again with the GC. How you manage with the plastic, in particular in the futures for the sustainability?
As for GC, we have a recycling plant. We would use the waste to be recycled by EPCO. It is the recycling factory. And we have the U-turn platform in all over Bangkok and the peripheral area. We have over 170 drop points all over Bangkok and peripheral provinces. And we have drop points for students at university or school to raise awareness in schools and communities. We would educate communities about how to sort waste, and we also accept the garbage or waste that they collect in Rayong, for example. And we also have the squeezing equipment for that community so that they can have more income. So over 170 points, drop points in Bangkok, peripheral provinces, and Rayong, with more than 80 partners. As for now, we have collected over 10 1,000 million bottles, and we can reduce over 43,000 greenhouse gas emissions reduction. And in the nationwide, we work in collaboration with OR in terms of recycling the plastic bottles. And we also work together with Nestle in having drop points for recycled bottles in front of 7-Eleven all over Bangkok and peripheral provinces. The example of what we have worked on is our customers are Mistin under Sahapat, Coca-Cola and Nestle, and Chati Plus. They are the customers that place importance on recycling products. They use the plastics to be made for plastic bottles in the market, and we can use the plastic to be used as shirts or hats or others. And I think that the challenges is the collecting of the waste. When we talk about plastics only, it's actually more than plastic. It has e-waste and so on. So this is still a challenge in the society about how to work on it. And in addition to the sorting of the waste from upstream to downstream, the brand makers try to place importance on green products. But the buyers may or may not buy them. When they don't buy them because they are overly expensive, this is a challenge. And the government sector should implement any regulations to help entrepreneurs to work on this even more. Otherwise, there would be more waste in the society. What we try to work on in the future is we would place importance on expanding this ecosystem because we believe that our companies are large. If we don't work on them, who would do it? So we try to drive this to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and to build a better economy for the country. So what's important is ecosystem as a whole. GC would not want to do it alone. We would need to have partners and allies so that others all over the world can help work on this. At some point, we try to expand business to raise this issue. So it means that GC would try to pass on the challenge to our sectors and organizations. We have strategies to handle the challenge and move forward together. And now let's talk about waste management. Wong Panit Krabi, what is your challenge? As the collector of the garbage, we may not be very happy with the producers because I myself am the new generation who try to help our hometown. We try to sell the recycled products, but if we cannot recycle products, if we don't have any laws about recycling or EPR, many more problems will occur. We have garbage along the sea, in the sea by almost 2 million tons of plastic waste per year. We are usually each year the garbage would increase in the sea so that international organizations would help raise funds to help work on this problem. Why the garbage are thrown in the sea? But with the mechanism, the collector do not have any motivation to collect the garbage in the sea. Especially when I talk about Andaman coast or along the line, the Gulf, what we try to do is we try to trace back on the tracking, traceability. Why is a bottle of Nestle water in Bangkok cheaper than in Andaman or in other provinces? We try to say that what can we do? we have to pay more because of the transportation cost, or we cannot use the sky train. So what can we do? We try to work on traceability. We try to prevent plastic waste to the sea. We work with Second Line, a French company. We try to drive the garbage from the Drat province so that we would make contributions to the society. The French company pays us money to pay for the port to bring back the waste from the sea to the land. And we try to give money to the villagers so that they would not throw away waste in the sea. The plastic credit is one thing. If plastic credit is in front of a 5-star hotel, it's not called plastic waste. We try to create the trace tracking system so that the end users would not see that this is the garbage. We have Vera and Second Line, which are the French companies. International brands should be able to buy garbage or waste from us. We have Zero Plastic Oceans standard, which can tell the buyers that this is the way that we do not use the labor from your youth or women, and we try to prevent the waste from going to the sea. I work in collaboration with the blockchain company in Norway, working on plastics. We do the tracking from the very beginning to the sorting and the producer, which is GC. Our aim is to have the product passport, which is the tariff area in the next 3 years. That means that we have to be able to prove that we would not use the labor from the youth, so that there would be a barrier that if we don't have this standard, buyers would not buy our products. We try to raise funds so that if our products are certified in the south, if we have the product warehouse in Phuket, Krabi, or in the south, when we can control the traceability of the products, plastic credit is one thing that can help, but not in all cases in handling plastics, which beneficiary people would try to want to use them. We try to create the products which foreigners are working on this, and they hire us to collect the waste. I want to make sure that the shirt that I'm wearing comes from the plastic, from recycling and upcycling that create more value. And we have souvenirs in Phuket, Krabi, or the airport in the south to show that the plastic credit can be offsetting, the plastic can be offsetting, and carbon can be offsetting. And we also work on the blockchain. We try to work on the carbon emissions reduction in blockchain. We try to use token as an incentive for sustainability in the future. Our strength is we used to work on projects overseas. We are the project developers in NGOs and other funds that want to create products about plastic. We are the largest labor organization in the south.
กลับมานะ
Then what we have to do is we need to, in collaboration with all various agencies. Thank you very much. Thank you. These are all the strategy concerns that it is we have to work in particular that in raise up the standards of the work that we are working, in particular that it has been certified. Then can we come back to the Nestle, in particular the challenge in the futures? What it is have been carried on in the Nestle. Nestle nowadays in working in the campaign, particularly in the closed loop bottle to the bottom circularity. In this is the firstly our product we need to, in particular in concern with our commitment at least have to achieve by 95%, and in the water industry, water products that either cap or we have been done the campaign for 100%. And this year is the first time that we have very good opportunities that the government have enact the regulation and the act in particular to support, in particular with the recycle campaigning activities that then in our bottle have been mixed up with recycled plastic. This is we can reduce 1,000, 2,000. That is compared to with the number of whales of 7,000 whales in the oceans. Then next one, then in particular with the reduction of the carbon dioxide emission, we would reduce the reduction of the carbon dioxide emissions. Our commitment this year is by 30%, and by 2025 our commitment is we are going to reduce by 50%. It is we are going to make use of more and more recycled plastic. And secondly, in working with at the area of the circular economies, that is we already affiliated to in the packaging with the Kimberly or Pro Thailand, and they are on together is 7 companies involved. That is Nestle, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Chemiblock, and Thai Namtip, and PepsiCo. That also in collaboration working together. There are all of these companies that we collect on of the plastic bottle by 2020, and the organizations that have make the presentation in July, and we already if we already collect the plastic in 2012, and this is in the process of the recycle, and this is very important activities that we are working in and on of the challenges that we in working that it could be classified at 3 dimension. Firstly, with the government sector, that is in pushing in the EPR as soon as possible, that if the government can enact the new act, the new law, and also the educate the consumer to understand more with the recycle activities. This is a really important one that would make it much more easier. And secondly, that is even we are the first one who is the pioneer in the water, the bottled water industry. But the number of the company that join activities is not much at the moment. Then we would like to invite more company to join our activities more. And lastly, that is if they have more participation of the consumer, and that would make the achievement will be much more easier. Then can we come back to the Durkit Bandit University? Then how we are going to make use or make more broader in our universities, that Durkit Bandit University, and we are working with the in the university, and we recognize the importance that we continue as working with the activity with the GC, and that would have starting and stimulate more attention in the activity inside the university, and the behavior of the new student, the new personnel who is working more than 4,000 personnel and students for that involve or join our activities, then this is the continuous because every year we enroll the new comer to join the activities and our project. And our university, that is we have the project to change the behavior of the student of human being in particular. So that is the achievement of the waste management, solid waste management, or the sustainability environmental issue. And this is something like the collecting of the coupon or the points, so that you can you understand more and you can achieve some kind of reward or the incentives system that we need to go together. Then of course I agree with the other speakers that is the behavior itself is not just cannot be just only alone that it can be achieved. We need some kind of incentive activities that have to attach or work with. Then sometimes we can see that the water in the plastic glass that sometimes you need to make use of the water, but this one is we have to saying that we need to educate, we have to change the behavior of the consumer, of the student in university. Then we how we are going to reduce, we have to from the inside the university. Then I think that for the best one, if the company might not need to be the big one, but of course any company in the stock market or even the smaller one and university, that if they can have more involvement with the communities, activity with the communities would make more understanding and educate the consumer and the citizens, that is much more benefit to the society. Thank you. Of course, we would say that this is the practice value collaborations. This is then what else that you want to elaborate or give more attention to the other? For the GC, we have the plastic resins recycle that it could be approved by the FDA Thailand, and this has been certified by the FDA Thailand. And of course you can track on the value chain of so that if there is an improvement or whatever activity that you can join working with the society or communities, then in the working in collaboration with the government sector in the recycle content. It doesn't matter what kind of activities or any kind of activity involved with the incentive. Then in order to make the waste become more valuable, of course we need to join to work in particular in good collaboration. And lastly, then I would like to say that in the activity for today for GCs that we are working for the Gen S. Gen S is the new generations that we are looking at the sustainability, and we are looking with on of the how to make use of energies and the sustainability and the love the world. This is thank you very much. And how about the กระบี่นะครับวงพนิช then firstly Thailand we need the law, the regulations, so that make it more remarkable or more important of how to organize, how to work in the waste management. And this is the firstly, I think that is the main priority that we have to work on. And of course we also can work on with the brand of the recycle, that we make use of the waste in the ocean waste or on the waste. and this is how we can do the marketing, and in the collaboration between the communities, we have been working with more than 20,000 families, and we pay on everything. We pay for the transportation, we pay for all everything, and of course some brand in the European countries that make use of our activities. Why not the Thailand brand make use of our activities? This on of how important in the future this on involved with the environmental and sustainable issues in the island. Then Thailand is not just only in tourism promotion only, but we need also to maintain, in particular, more and more in the Gen S that we have to think globally and work globally. This is very important, in particular that it would be the game changer for the future. So if you think globally in working with the recycle resources, this would be more in priority in the future. So if you can do the traceabilities, then this is you can make more valuable of your product. Then of course, when I make use of the iron waste in terms of the product, it would make more and more valuable. Then it could make more remarkable value of the marketing. Then we don't need to go abroad for studying, but it would be the same theory when you are studying. It doesn't matter abroad or in the country. This is the very good opportunities for, in particular, with the recycle. In Nestle, our commitment is very important. That is the bottle-to-bottle circularities. This means with the recycle PET. This is the PET in Thailand. It is about 80%, and they have a really good price, and of course they have how to say a lot of collector that can be in the chain. About 80% is have been recycled for nowadays, and you can say that and this is mainly have been recycled in the textile industry or maybe upcycled. And Nestle, we want to see bottle-to-bottle circularity. This is really, it must be more important. We already since that the government recognizes important and enact a law that we can use the recycled bottle. And of course, the recycled bottle, it can be many times reused. And of course, we can make not just only for the textile to be your clothes, your shirt, but for the TT is would say that in particular with the Gen S, you would more inspiration, more working actively in the sustainability world. And the plastic that in nowadays that maybe have been seen as the garbage, but nowadays more and more in priority for management. To look at Bandit, in universities we the how to say the large chain that connecting with the community, with the student who is going to be working in the communities. That's what we can work on. That is we preparation for the people who is willing to going to enter in the labor market. Then this this is very important in particular that not just only at the university level, but we need to have to work more, let's say that from the primary, secondary school, so that student or the young generation can understand more and more important of the sustainable environmental and in particular with the net zero. And I would say that this is could be the game changer for everyone, for Thailand too.
Please give a round of applause to all the 4 panelists in this session. Thank you so much.